What's up, guys? This is Hatsmania. I'm coming to you with another deck profile today. This week I'm doing Dracospecters. Is a mix of the Dracoslayer slash Draco Ruler archetype and the Majespecter archetype. I have a lot of fun playing this deck. It's really spammy with Xyz monsters, and it works really well, and I just like playing the deck. It's a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna go right into it. I'm playing 3 Lesser Pendulum, the Dracoslayer. This guy's amazing. One, he's a level 4. However, he cannot be used for any material unless it's for a Draco Slayer. In which case, you would either do the Synchro or the Xyz monster. But this guy is amazing. He helps the OTK so much, it's ridiculous. Um, and then the Vector Pendulum, the Draco Ruler. This guy is the bane of any pendulum deck in which he gets out first on. Uh, his pendulum effect, is negate the effects of all cards in your opponent's pendulum zones. So, if your opponent is playing something like Cleese, or they're playing Perform Ages and Pals, like this card just hates on them so much. It's ridiculous. It's really funny when you get them out. Moving on to the Majespecter cards: 3 Fox, 3 Crow. These two search out your spell and traps. 3 Raccoon, he searches out your other Majespecter monsters, and Majespecter Cat, he searches out everything. So he's definitely a staple for the deck. I really enjoy. At first I wasn't playing him. I was playing the Unicorn, and I just prefer Cat. The Unicorn is just not that great, honestly. He's kind of like the powerhouse in a way, but he's not necessary for Majespecter to just go. So Majespecter Cat is just better, and plus he searches out everything. Yes, it's during the end phase, but it's still important for you to set up for the next turn, especially if you go first. Um, Next card is Majestic Pegasus. This is the field spell for Majespecters. I don't play Terraforming mainly because I don't need to search it out. It's not searchable by any of the Majespecter effects, but it's still useful, but it's not completely necessary for this deck to just go off. It's very similar to Ignition Phoenix in Ignites, just like deck uses it well and it loves to see it, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily need to use it for the deck to do well. So there it is. I also play 3 Clash of the Draco Rivals. This card is amazing. One, it can either help your Xyz plays or Synchro plays just immediately by either special summoning one of these guys, and then it puts another one into the extra deck. So if you have a set up Pendulum Scale, you just go right into Synchro or Xyz if you don't have an established field, or other than that, or you can just have a monster on field, and if the board is cleared and you just need to make an attack, this is the card to play. Because both of these guys have 1850 attack, so it's pretty decent for a level 4 beater. Moving on, for the Majespecter spells, I play 2 Cyclone. Um, this card is essentially a Raigeki break, but it uses a monster on the field. And then Majespecter Storm, and this card is basically Castell, but it can be any monster. It doesn't have to be face up, face down, whatever. So it's pretty decent. The one thing that I like more about this one, the reason why I play 2, is the fact that it's a quick play. If this card was a quick play, I play 3 of it over this. But unfortunately, it's not. But it's still a good card, so I'm playing 1 of it. 3 MST. Don't need to explain that. 2 Ignite Reload. This card is fantastic. This card, one, you cannot. It prevents you from drawing cards with card effects, but really, it's just there so you can just reload however what you want. Um, it just puts the Majespecters that you don't want back in the deck. You always want to see the Dracos. You don't need, and then it lets you redraw +1, so it's you don't lose a card. In fact, you're deck thinning a little bit. So it's actually really, really useful for the deck. I like it. It's just better than the regular reload, the really, really old card. It's just better for the deck. So, and then finally, for the spells, I play 1 Draco Connection. This is in the case that I want to make a play, but I have the wrong Dracoslayer or Draco Ruler. If I have Vector and I want to go for a Synchro, but I don't have Luster, I activate Draco Connection and shuffle Vector Pendulum back into the deck and search out Dracoslayer. If I want to go for a regular old rank 4 play, I can shuffle back Luster, Search Out Vector. So it's just useful, and it just really helps the deck. I wish I could play more of it sometimes, but really one is only important at the moment. Is really all I need at the moment, and plus it's a little bit more useful sometimes than Draco Rivals. Draco Rivals just is helpful in the fact that it's a quick play, which is why I play 3 of it and only 1 of this. If there were more of the Dracos, I'd definitely play more of this. So yeah. For the traps, I play 3 Majespecter Tornado. This is the bottomless of the deck, base of the Majespecter archetype. I'm playing bottomless anyway. And then 2 Majespecter Tempest. I only need 2 of these mainly because this just usually does a better job. There are very few decks that really benefit over having their monsters banished from the field, and I'm specifically thinking of Ritual Beasts. Most decks don't really have a great defense for that, so Majespecter Tornado is very useful. This is Solemn Warning, if I didn't say that already, and it's useful. It's a counter trap, so it's amazing. And then of course I play 1 actual Solemn and 1 actual Bottomless. So yeah, I was playing Torrential instead of the Bottomless, but I just felt Bottomless was more useful, especially if I had to activate it on my turn for whatever reason. And I had already Pendulum Summoned. So I just found Bottomless Trap Hole to be just infinitely more useful. Moving on, I play 2 Luster Prominence, the Blasting Dracoslayer. This guy is the Synchro. He's the only Synchro you can play because of the constraint on Dracoslayer's tuning abilities. But he's pretty good. His effect is once per turn, you can target 1 Pendulum monster on the field or 1 card in the Pendulum Zone, destroy it, and if you do, shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 Dracoslayer monster from your deck in defense position, but it cannot be used as synchro material for a summon. Now, you would then use that Dracoslayer monster for Magister Paladin, the Soaring Dracoslayer, as Xyz material. When this card is Xyz summoned, you can activate this effect during the end phase of this turn, add 1 Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. So it kind of does what Cat does, just can only search out monsters. And also, once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card and special summon 1 face-up Dracoslayer Pendulum monster from your extra deck, but it cannot be used as Xyz material for an Xyz summon. So then it would just cycle in between these two. So having 2 of these, I think, is necessary. Sometimes I wish I was only playing 1, but I feel this is pretty good. Moving on, I play for the rest of the rank 4s. 1 101, 1 Exiton, 1 Trapeze Magician, because you are playing a lot of spellcasters, and this guy is freaking ridiculous. 1 Cowboy, 1 Castell, 1 Ragnazero, 1 Chidori, because you're playing a lot of winds, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 Master Key Beetle, because you do have darks. And I just think it's a good card, especially if you want to keep your Pendulum monsters protected for whatever reason. So especially if it's Draco Vector Pendulum, Draco Ruler, if you have one of these in your Pendulum Zone, and then you're able to Xyz summon into Master Key Beetle and protect the one that's in the Pendulum Zone. That's amazing. It's a really deadly combo, and especially really like against Cleaforts. So that's it's really good. I like the relationship it has, so that's why I put it in there. Then I play 2 rank 3s. I play 1 Nightmare Shark because dealing 2,000 damage straight to your opponent is ridiculously overpowered, and I think that's just it's insane to not play. Plus, if I have this guy and Silent Honor Arc on the field, then I can switch to this and just get that extra 100 points of damage on the field. So that's also useful. And then I also play 1 Owl card because this effect is good. So if you guys don't know how this deck plays, this deck searches like crazy. It's most likely going to be top tier when it comes out, just because it has just the searching capacity. It's ridiculous. It's very hard to stop it from searching, just simply because it's a pendulum deck and they don't get sent to grave. And you just special summon them back next turn. So the biggest weakness for this deck, of course, is anti-spell fragrance. If you play that, this deck just pretty much loses. It doesn't have a lot of defense, and it's just because I'm not playing any traps that would really do anything against that. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching this deck profile. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, have a nice day.